I was playing and say, you know, you're letting those guys beat you because you want them to like you. Get back out there and win. You can, and you should. Well, I did, and I don't have a husband. So Dad was half right. You know, I was very, very excited when I saw John Viscount's movie, his short, Admissions. I saw it through another guy that I met at a coffee shop. You know, it's amazing when you tune your life to the journey of helpfulness. I tell my kids life is a service job, and it is. And when you turn your life to being in service, suddenly you become a magnetic energy, like a tuning fork. And the people that you meet everywhere you go are doing the same thing. You can sit down and for 5 seconds at a coffee bean, and suddenly the next guy to you is doing a peace movement somewhere in the middle of the world, and he's talking to you about it, and pretty soon you introduce yourselves, and the next thing you know, he's showing you, sending you John's movie, which you're going to see tonight, which is really extraordinary, starring James Cromwell. And I was so touched by this movie that talks about a way to look at the conflicts in the Middle East and peace overall. A few years ago, I got together with Shimon Peres and Yuri Savir, who runs the Peres Peace Center in the Middle East. Yuri wrote the SALT treaties between Egypt and Israel, and of course they won the Nobel Prize for that, which is marvelous. And Shimon has been a dear friend of mine and someone who's been an amazing mentor for me, someone who at 90 years of age is one of the most youthful and modern thinkers that I have ever come to know. And together we started this peace movement on Facebook called Yalla, which means kind of get up and go. And in the years that we've had this, just as a few years, on July 2nd of this year, we became the largest peace movement and the biggest humanitarian movement in the world. Thank you. We have 1 million young people from Palestine, and we have also, I would like to say quite proudly, we also have the governmental leaders from these countries working with us, from Palestine and Israel to Syria, Darfur, Jordan, Egypt, Morocco, Ireland. I mean, it just goes on. And we have all of these kids, teenagers and young people online, and I become the cultural ambassador. And the most extraordinary thing, and they say, what do you want us to do? And I say, just show them your life. Show them your mom, show them your food, show them your front door, show them your pets, and get to know each other. And in that way, these kids have erased the borders that divide them and the hatred that they've been taught to have without even knowing why. It's been an extraordinary, extraordinary journey. And throughout that, I started to realize, as we became sanctioned by the State Department, and we've had incredible, from Madeleine Albright to everyone. John Kerry's come and supported us several times, and both of the Clintons. I mean, we've had just everyone from Desmond Tutu, everybody around the globe come and lecture for us, that we really needed to have a peace university. So a couple of years ago, in honor of my dear friend Nelson Mandela, we started the Mandela Peace University online as well. And thanks. And now these kids have an opportunity to literally study peace, and they have to do active peace things to get accreditations. And they're being taught by teachers from the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, the Washington Post, and they're being taught peace journalism, which is really very exciting. And it's become a very, very active thing and a very exciting thing. And Madiba, as we called him, Nelson, he really had his son come and give me this Mandela Award right before he died, and for this work, and it was really, really great to have him know that we were doing this in his honor, and it's been extraordinary. And so when I saw Admissions, And then admissions was also connected to this piece now where John was doing this gigantic effort to get 1 billion signatures and to create actual peace departments in countries around the globe. I thought, I've got to be on board with this and on the board of this, because our own country doesn't have a peace department. How nuts is that when we have nothing but chaos all over the planet? So I got very, very excited about this and called John, and we've been working together ever since. And the thing that we're doing now, we're going to show you admissions so you can kind of see what he's done and the format. Now John has written a second script called The Principle, and this is about bullying. I'll guess that many of you in this room have been bullied, not only as children, but as adults. I can say that I have. And so I really wanted this to be made, and I'm going to star in it when you guys pay for it. So we need the money to make it, and once you see admissions, I think you're going to want to be a part of it. And when you're a part of it, you're going to have a screen credit, you're going to get to come to the premieres, you're going to get to be a part of the whole thing, which is very fun and very exciting, I can tell you from a really long life in show business. But being in show business is really the gasoline in my car, but it is not the journey that I am driving. And I'm honored to be here on this journey with you. I can tell you how grateful that I am for the work that each and every one of you in this room does. Coming from your country to this country, doing what you do around the globe, the profound, profound efforts that you make on behalf of our nation and yours to create a better world is so meaningful to me. I'm an adoptive mother of 3 boys, 9, 10, and 15. It is incredibly meaningful to me that you are making a better world for my children. And I thank you for coming here. I thank you for your efforts, desire, and work to making a better world for all of us. John wants me to say something else. I can tell because he's jumping all around in his chair. What is it, John?
Oh, just, it's a short film, and so every word counts.
Oh, yes, there's that. He wants me to tell you not to talk during the movie, but let me tell you this. I have seen the movie. You're not going to talk because it's absolutely breathtaking. John is such a humble, incredibly beautiful man who has given his entire life and devotion to his journey through peace. Every script he writes, every TV script he writes, every movie script he writes is devoted to the betterment of the world. He doesn't date. He doesn't do anything but this. He is a monk. And I'm not joking when I say that. You're laughing, but it's true. He has made his life a monastic life that is devoted only to a world that is peaceful. And so I don't think you're going to talk because I think you're going to be enchanted as I was. Please enjoy the movie.